Hello everyone, I am Dr. Kieferuther, and today I am going to introduce you how to log into UCSD's DataHub, which is a great service for students at UCSD that are taking courses that allow you to use Julia, Python, or other programming languages in an environment that you can access through a normal web browser. So you don't have to download all sorts of software. You can use a Chromebook. There are all sorts of options for you to access this through the class. So what I'm going to do is real quick walk you through how to log in, how to log off, and some basics of some of the problems or issues that you may find along the way. Now, first off, I'm going to hit login at the login site for UCSD DataHub. There are a few different ways to find this. One is that it should be highlighted in your course Canvas site. Also, I'll put the link in the description. As well, you can just search on Google DataHub UCSD, and it's going to be the top option that you can find. So go ahead, click the login button. Now it'll bring you to your Google UCSD account. If you're already logged in, it may bypass this whole process. If you're logged into multiple accounts, there might be some issues, and I'll go over how to troubleshoot that a little bit later. But for me, I'm going to log into my UCSD account. So I'm going to click that username. It'll bring me to my single sign-on. I'll click log on. I have to authenticate my two-step verification. So excuse me while I look at my phone. Oh, I was actually already logged in. So now I am given the option of choosing my course environment. And you'll see there are three different options, but you're only going to need to use one of them, and you'll probably use the same one each time. For Build 5, the important one is the one that includes Rstudio. And it's easy enough to find. You look through the description. You can see the top one has Python 3 and be greater. Your account likely won't have that. But if we go down to the bottom one, we can see that R and Rstudio is an option. So that will be the one that we want to click each time. We go ahead and launch that environment. It'll take a little bit for it to start up. And now it brings you to your Jupyter Notebook. At the beginning, there isn't likely going to be anything in here. And in a separate video, we can go through how to upload new files, to move things, delete things. And later on in the course, you're going to see how it's very easy to save and interact with files in this environment through Rstudio. But let's say we are now here logged in and we want to go ahead and open up Rstudio. We go here to New, click that menu. There are lots of options, and all of these are available to you. But we're only going to use one of these for now, and that will be at the bottom, Rstudio. So if I go ahead and click on Rstudio, it'll take a little while, and it will start the Rstudio IDE. And this is fully functional. And your working directory, where you're going to be able to pull files from very easily, read files, write files, is already automatically connected into your notebook. So what I want to do is just real quick, I'll just do one command. So remember, at the beginning of any R session, you need to go ahead and load the packages that you're going to be using. So one that we're going to use quite a bit is called Tidyverse. So I'm going to go ahead and load it using the command library. And it has now attached those packages. So all the functions in ggplot2, in Tibble, Tidier, Reader, Purr, Dippler, all of those are now available to me. Okay, we're not going to do any programming right now. However, let's see how we can go through the process of logging off. Now I can go to the upper right-hand corner where it has this R session where I can quit the current R session. And it'll ask me to save my workspace image. And an R data file is going to save all the work that we've done here. This is nice to save if you've been working on a project for a while and you don't want to, every single time you log on, have to enter all the same commands to then recreate the environment, the objects, the variables, everything that you've had before. So we might want to go ahead and save it. For now, I am not going to save it. So I'll click Don't Save. And the R session has ended. However, this isn't the only thing that we want to do. If I go ahead and close this off, or actually and close that window, we'll see that we still have our Jupyter Hub that's available. And we are still using the server right now. So if you want to log off and leave, what you need to do, and this is very important, is remember to go to Control Panel and hit Stop My Server. It's actually going to ask you to click it twice. Once you've clicked it twice, you'll then just see this blue button, Start My Server. And once that's done, then you can go ahead and log out and come back to this screen. So remember, always Control Panel and stop your server before you log out, because we have a limited amount of bandwidth, and everyone that is trying to use this in the course that might be active, they're going to want to have available space. You're going to want to have available space when you're working. And if a number of people forgot to stop the server through the control panel, that might just eat up a little bit of that bandwidth. And we want to avoid that, so go ahead and log out. Now that you're logged out, I do want to finally mention some things that you might run into. One is if you have multiple Google accounts and you log in, it might give you some sort of error. And no matter how you log out or log in, it doesn't seem to work for you. And you can actually see this referenced here on the window. If you are unable to log in, please try opening a private incognito window in your browser. And what that will do is allow you to go back in and then log in through your UCSD Active Directory account. And then everything should just work fine. All right, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Email me at kdruther@ucsd.edu, and I will see y'all in class.